So I have a few of the comics that I have on my wall. First one you see here is the Neil Adams book that was from the signing. This one is signed by Shane, as you can see right there. You know, because he loved his comic book when he got it. It's a beautiful book. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I'm glad I found it. I got a really great deal on it. Now the middle poster, the one you can see the bottom of right now in the picture, in the frame. I have several of them. The first one being the Iron Man versus Doctor Doom, Iron Man 150. The next one is Hulk 314. The next one is Captain America 114, and gosh, that is such a beautiful copy of that one too. It's just gorgeous. It's got a little damage on the top corner, but it's just it's so beautiful. And then I was able to find a Thor, really great Thor 154, which is the fourth comic in up there at the top. I don't have the Ghost Rider because it's $1,000 book and it's out of my price range right now. And I didn't buy the Hawkeye trade. However, what I did get was the Hawkeye #1 from the miniseries, which is on the poster all across the board there. So that's the first row. I'm going to go ahead and take that down. The next row begins with Mighty Thor King Size Special #2. Then Nova #1. So I have a newsprint of that. Marvel Fanfare #11. Black Widow cover, George Perez. Then this beautiful Bob Layton Invincible Iron Man 127. And then Captain America and Falcon #178, and I got a 7p one. This comes from Britain, and the dog's going to jump in the background. I think there it goes. And then the final book is Hulk versus Wolverine. And oh wow, wouldn't that be cool if I had an original one? I don't, but I do have the facsimile version of it. You can see it's $3.99, not 30 cents, but. It's still a beautiful reproduction of the cover, and I love that. That's row #2, and that's all of row #2. This one makes my friend Brian Bigby jealous, because I got this. I don't even remember how I got it. I don't know where I got it at, but it was such a great deal. And it is a beautiful copy of Spider-Man #1. Just gorgeous all the way around. Good corners, everything. I mean, it's got one crease right through there. And it's a color break, so that sucks. But it's still beautiful. Just beautiful. Hawkeye #3, which is the next book on the list. Amazing Spider-Man 130. Hammerhead issue, not a real big, issue. Nova #4. Iron Man 126, which I have a poster kind of like the X-Men one in my father-in-law's room. This very gorgeous Luke Cage #6, which is the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is not right. So the next one is... I went too far. Oh well. Hang on here. Nova #4 is the last one in that row. I don't have the Tales to Astonish that has, or Tales of Suspense, which has Iron Man in it, and the second Black Widow. I don't have that one. So I'm missing that one out of that row. Oh, and what you didn't see was, in that same row, is She-Hulk #1, which I have, and I have graded. It's a 9.6. Graded She-Hulk #1. That was actually the first one of the poster I got. So anyway, it's pretty cool. And I just don't want to knock all my books over here. Then I have that Iron Man where did that go? The next row begins with Iron Man 126. Luke Cage #6 is the second issue, and that's a great that's just a great looking cover and a great copy of that. This is pretty cool though. This next one, I mean, it's kind of beat up, but it's really awesome. Tales of Suspense number 52, the very first appearance of Black Widow. Yeah, that's Black Widow right there, with the Crimson Dynamo, and they're fighting Iron Man. Then I have 2 copies because one was a little water damaged. I have 2 copies of Black Panther number 7, which is the next book in that. Well, no, actually, there's a Thor issue I don't have in that row, and then Black Panther number 7. And then the second graded book that I have for this one is Captain American Falcon 205, which is the last book of that row. We start off the next row with Ghost Rider number 50, which I don't have. So if we're counting which ones I don't have so far, that's 6, I think. 2, 3, yeah, 6. The next issue after that one, though, is Amazing Spider-Man number 70, which I have a pretty nice copy. Immaculate cover, which this is so great. John Byrne did that first Hulk cover, and here's John Byrne doing that same Hulk cover, essentially, on Marvel Fan 429. Then I have this gorgeous, only like 1 spine tick, Inhumans and Black Widow, number 1, from Amazing Adventures. The next issue after that is Iron Man 174, and it's this great cover, has all the iron suits at that point in time on the cover. And I lucked out on this one. It was hard to find, and I got it. And I got a really decent price on it, and I haven't even changed out the bag yet because I got it. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 66 with the Madness of Mysterio, and that's the last one of that row. And so I have everything in that row except for the first one, which is the Ghost Rider. And going down to the final row. The final row, I start off with that Hulk 108, gorgeous Hulk 108, Nick Fury. I can't think of that guy's name right there. My brain just went blank in his name, but it's okay. Nick Fury's on this cover. It's awesome. Then the next issue is Tales of Suspense. It's an Iron Man cover where you have Cap and Iron Man fighting. You can kind of see it in the background right above that, the Hulk, the H in Hulk. It's a little blurry. But then, this really great book, another Nick Fury cover, is Marvel Spotlight on the Spider-Woman, which is her first appearance and her origin story. The next issue is Amazing Spider-Man annual number, I think it's number 6, and it has the Sinister Six on the cover, and I don't have that one yet. So there's 2 in this row I don't have. And then Hawkeye number 2 is the second to the last book. And then this was a really cool find, and I was so happy to get it. In fact, it came from England. That's what's so funny. But it isn't a pence number. It's just Thor number 129. It's the Verdict of Zook, and it's Zeus, and it has Hercules on the cover. So it's like, Hercules versus Thor issue. Another really cool book. I also have the Supergirl. I don't know where it is at the moment, but that one is up there. I'm still probably going to look for that Action Comics and the Wonder Woman cover just because, wow, they're cool. And of course I want X-Men 97, but that's not going to be like a high priority book for me because to get it in the quality I'd like to have it in, it's a little expensive. Anyway, my friends, thank you for watching my video and have a wonderful, wonderful night.